Game na. Game na. Game na. Ano naman yung mga concepts lang. So, like authoritarianism, ano may na-discuss na ni English na. So, ito ang authoritarianism ay merong yung leader, meron siyang strong control over the government, pero wala siyang parang balak na kunyari, parang baguhin yung society. Parang ang goal lang niya ay to restore order, eliminate corruption, and improve economic performance. So, variants of authoritarianism, makikibasa po. Okay. Ginagamit nila yung power nila para kontrolin yung bansa at para pamunuan yung isang bansa. While yung sa party authoritarianism naman, yung buong political system ay kontrolado ng isang dominant political party. Lahat ng political activities ay pinapatakbo ng party na yon, pero hindi sila parang totally totalitarianism kasi meron silang mga aspect ng society na hindi nila nakokontrol. For example, ay economy. And according naman kay O'Donnell, yung sa bureaucratic authoritarianism, pwedeng military or civilian yung maging leader doon. And umaasa lang sila doon sa mga experts o kaya mga technocrats para magawa ng mga policy para sa bansa. So the modernization requires the political leaders who may be members of the military, civilians, or both to rely on experts or technocrats to assist them in creating and administering government policies. So dun nga sa party authoritarianism, umaasa lang ang mga leaders sa mga experts o mga technocrats para gumawa ng policy para sa bansa. So for example, kailangan ay gustong paunlarin ng mga leaders yung economy ng bansa nila. So para hihingi sila ng tulong dun sa mga experts. Okay? For example, ay yung mga economists para paunlarin yung ekonomiya ng bansa nila. So semi-authoritarianism or semi-democracy. Makikibasa. Angel. Kung gaano kalawak yung pagkaka-implement dun sa democratic or authoritarian elements. So the Constitution, a regime's rule for making rules. So makikibasa po. Ano pa?
The Constitution acts as the official rules of the state for political system. If followed, the Constitution prevents laws from being passed arbitrarily
clause 1 is itself legitimate. Following the consistent process for passing laws is also an important part of the condition known as rule of law.
So, di ba meron namang mga specific law na ayaw ng mga tao, yung parang hindi naman nila gusto, pero sinusunod pa rin nila kasi, nilalagay nila yun as legitimate dahil dumaan siya sa legal process. So next, rule of law involves the government's belief and practice that it has to follow laws even as it is making new ones. The concept extends beyond lawmaking, also referring to society's lack of tolerance of corruption and its acceptance of the idea that agreements such as signed contracts are binding. So sa constitutionalism, halaga ba? Ayun. Ito na, constitutionalism. Makikiba sa inyo.
Sir, constitutionalism refers to the idea that constitutions are designed to limit the power of government. The government officials must follow the laws of the land, and that upholding these institutions and following these laws is the character of the republic.
So yung constitutionalism, principle siya yung sabi ng constitution ay ginawa para limitahan ang kapangyarihan ng gobyerno. So hindi pwedeng basta-basta gamitin ng government yung power nila para, kung labag naman yun sa constitution. So the concept of constitutionalism also includes the idea that provisions in a constitution, the rules for making new rules, are above ordinary law. Ordinary laws must conform to constitutional provisions. These constitutional stipulations can be changed, but in most democracies, this requires an elaborate process, well beyond just having a majority of the national legislature supports the change. So sa constitutionalism, mahalagang tandaan na ang mga provisions ng constitutions o yung mga rules para sa paggawa ng bagong batas ay mas mataas kaysa dun sa mga ordinaryong batas na pinapasa lang. So constitutionalism is at the heart of the American political system as well as that of other democracies. So ito namang tatlong to, parang tama rin lang siya nung na-discuss natin. The Constitution is a set of understanding about the functioning of a particular political system which includes the description of major government bodies and positions, the powers these positions have, and the process for making laws. Rule of law, a condition in which laws are passed according to the Constitution, government officials are under of the law and society respects contracts with the government. Constitutionalism, the belief that constitutions should limit government power, government officials must obey the country's laws, and that the government's legitimacy comes from obeying these limitations and laws. So levels of government, nakikibasa po. Okay.
An important aspect of a political system laid out in most constitutions is the relationship between the central government and its lower levels of government. The questions of levels of government involve three efforts: unitary versus federal system, local government, and state.
So yung levels of government, sumutukoy sa kung paano hinahati-hati ang kapangyarihan at responsibilidad sa pagitan ng central government at saka yung sa mga lower levels of the government. So mahalaga yon dahil sa karamihan ng mga constitution, dahil ito ang nag-aayos kung paano pamamahalaan ng government ang isang bansa. So, international governmental organizations such as the United Nations also produce policy decisions that they intend states in the international community to follow. The European Union has absorbed a portion of its member states sovereignty. So ano bang ginagawa ng UN? Christian. Ano yung pinakaparang ginagawa ng UN? United Nations.
Yung United Nations, ang ginagawa lang naman siya, may common goals and beliefs lang naman sila na parang halimbawa, united sila when it comes to international laws. Kumbaga parang may common agreement sila lagi para halimbawa sa mga tariffs, sa mga transactions, sa mga trades, mas maging unified sila para hindi na mahirapan yung bawat bansa. And then yung mga kasali dyan is like for their own interests lang naman din.
So yun sa United Nations, para gumagawa lang siya ng mga policies na nakaka-apekto dun sa mga members ng United Nations. So unitary versus federal arrangements, makikibasa
system or federal. The difference between a unitary and a federal relationship centers on whether there are territorial limits to the state that have specific powers that the central government has.
So, sa mga bansa daw, may dalawang pangunahing paraan kung paano hinahati ng central government at lower levels ng government yung kapangyarihan. So, yun ay yung sa unitary system and federal system. So, sa unitary system, ang central government ang may pinakamataas na kapangyarihan and yung mga local governments naman, sumusunod lang sila sa kung ano yung pinag-uutos ng central government. While sa federal system naman, yung power ay hinahati sa pagitan ng central government and mga territorial units tulad ng states and yung mga provinces ng bansa. Yan lang.